So, in the last video, I had said that next up would be a deep dive on hormone replacement therapy. Well, I don't have that for you this week, but here's why. So, I have done a lot of research on nutrition and lifestyle when it comes to menopause. And that's pretty much been my focus for myself. And I have not really spent much time looking into hormone replacement therapy. Not something I've taken myself. And I thought, okay, cool. I'll just do a quick research into that. And what I found is it's a really big subject. And there's a lot of confusion and some pretty strong opinions on all sides. What I've decided is I really do not want to rush it and give you surface level information. I really want to do a deep dive and I want to approach it from every angle that I can. So I'm going to be doing some reading and listening to people who are strong advocates for hormone replacement therapy. And I'm also going to be looking at folks who still have concerns and questions. The name of this channel is Holistic Christian Living, and I mean that holistic. Why I want to take a look at this from every angle because I believe the body is fearfully and wonderfully made by God. And so I think we have to ask the question is why? Why do we experience this decline of particular hormones as we hit our older years? Because here's the thing, every woman in the world across the centuries, not just today, experiences this shift of our hormones. I believe it is part of God's design for this stage of life as we shift our focus and our purpose to new ways to serve in the world. And we have so many ways that we can serve from the experiences of our lives that we can serve and encourage in the church and in our communities, in our careers, because we're not done yet, y'all, right? We're not done. This is why so far in this series, we have covered our mindset and how we're thinking about menopause. We've taken a look at the importance of movement and the importance of our light environment to be able to stay strong and to help us with our sleep and other metabolic processes in our bodies when it comes to the light. A couple of aspects of how we can take care of our physical bodies. We've looked at the toxins in our world that interfere with our hormonal systems. And I took a look at studies that show that the more of these toxins we're exposing ourselves to, particularly in one study we looked at with ultra processed foods, the more ultra processed foods we're eating, there's a correlation with experiencing worse symptoms of menopause. And then in our last video, we looked at the importance of nutrition to support our hormonal systems and to help our bodies build and maintain muscle and just overall support of our physical and mental health. All of that. So I encourage you, while you wait for me to come back with a deep dive on hormone replacement therapy, looking at it from all the angles, to, if you haven't caught some of these other videos looking at menopause more holistically, please go back and find those. There's a playlist called the Midlife Shift. And I'll link to that at the end of this video. And if you are struggling, I have had conversations with some women, and I would love to hear from you if you have questions, if you have concerns, specific things you'd like me to look into while I'm doing this deep dive. If you have personal experience with hormone replacement therapy, I would love to hear about it. Did it help you? Did it cause other issues for you? Let's kind of think it through together. And I'm thankful for friends that have kind of shared their experience with me, that it actually can be helpful. Personally, I would like to see us not just rely on taking a medication. Let's look at our whole lifestyle and see where that might be impacting how we feel as we're hitting this stage of life and we're having these shifts in our hormones. And so we want to keep doing our best with what we know and understand today within God's provision. And then we want to trust Him with the rest. So I will see you in the next video.